Liv, and this week's theme is Don't Show Your Face Week, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like, pretty much just don't show your face. So instead of showing you my face today, I'm going to be showing you my bullet journals. This is the new one that I started for 2017, and this is my 2016 one. Disclaimer, yes, I tried to be artistic in these, and yes, it did fail. If you don't know what bullet journaling is, then I'll put like a definition in the description. Also a disclaimer, I painted my nails for this video and they're absolutely terrible, so like, yeah. Just so you know, there are some things covered up in this notebook, like personal information and people's birthdays. I don't think they would appreciate me putting out onto YouTube, so that is why there are post-it notes across. So my bullet journal helps me be more productive, even though I spend most of the time decorating it, so it's not productive at all. But this is my key, and it is just all the... It's just a key, not much to it. Then I just have this random picture of a plant, and this here which says, I hope today is full of your favourite things. Back in there, and there is a random picture of a plant, which I do sometimes change to pictures of me and my friends, but for today it's just a plant. Then I have index for June. I have changed some things in my new bullet journal so that I have an index at the front instead of monthly. Here I have like a June spread. I didn't like the way I did it going down, so I changed that in the future. That is one of the things I love about the bullet journal. It's so customizable to you and your lifestyle rather than being a planner which is laid out for you. It is plain pages, so you are free to design it however you like. Here is my habit tracker, and it just has my June habits and each date across the top, and I colour in when I completed the habit. And I didn't actually start this bullet journal until the 25th of June, so it's just got a big chunk missing and I filled it in here. But it doesn't matter because it's just a bullet journal and you can just start it whenever you like, which is, as you can tell, what I did. I then have a June reading list, which I've also changed in my new bullet journal. I've decided to have a list of books at the beginning so that I can have them right there to read rather than having them monthly, because I probably won't read a book monthly. But here it's just saying to read and Girl Online on Tour, and I read it and finished it by July 2016, 22nd. Here I have my daily spreads, which just have the day, my tasks, a quote and the best part about the day. It's got some of the pages have the weather and how many pages in my book I read, which was the majority of the time none. And since I only did this bullet journal for a short amount of time in June, there wasn't many days to fill out, so I just did a little summary. It was practically just how I'm enjoying the bullet journal so far. I've got my index for July. Here is when I started getting a lot more creative with my spreads. And this was one of the first full page spreads that I did. I definitely prefer this layout in comparison with this layout, as it is much more spread out and I have the ability to look at each day and it's right in front of me, and I love 2-page spreads because they give me much more space to spread out. And here I added some boxes by accident, so I just did some random doodles. And I have my July reading list, books that I wanted to read and when I finished them. Fun fact, I actually read All the Bright Places in one day. I sat down for like 8 hours and read it, so that was fun. It's actually a really good book, so I 100% recommend that book if you haven't read it already. This is another habit tracker, and this one I actually kept up with. Then I have more daily spreads, which are self-explanatory. Suck it too hard on your lollipop, oh, love's gonna get you down. I did daily spreads pretty much every day of July, and then I did a quick July overview because otherwise I would have had a big space, which I didn't like the idea of, so I just did a little overview. This page here is just usually like a little memories page. Then I have the index for August where I can just go back and check because I numbered all my pages as well. This is my August spread and it has everything that I did in August, and then I could check when, like here, Caitlin came home from America on Wednesday the 31st, so I probably marked that in when she left. Reading list, and as you can tell, I didn't use this, but I don't know, it's just kind of, this is one of the reasons why I decided to change it in my new bullet journal, which you will see soon. Habit tracker, which again I didn't finish. It doesn't matter if you don't finish things in the bullet journal, as it is free to your own interpretation, and that is one thing that I love, how open it is. And here are more dailies. One thing that I personally like to do in my bullet journal is mark out the best part of each day. That's what the sun is for, marking out the best part of each day. And I feel like that just motivates me to find happiness in every day, so I enjoy doing that. I like to split up my dailies sometimes with separate spreads. Like here I was going camping, so I did a packing list for camping. Here I have a big August overview, as I just felt like I needed to get some things off my chest, which I have covered. These sticky notes must be so annoying, but like they have personal information like where I live, so don't come and steal me. Here I have a September spread, which is kind of boring, like, let's be honest. Like, what is fun about back to school? Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, and I draw little pictures sometimes, and this is just yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. We have a books to buy spread, and then I colour in the circle when I've got the book. I still have tons of books that I want to buy, but yeah, and then I have a little quote that says, reading gives us somewhere to go when we have to stay where we are. And then I did all this wrong, but it's fine because it's a bullet journal and it is free to what I want to do. Then I have a future log where I just mark out in like future plans, so it goes from October all the way up to March. But I covered these because it has birthdays and things in, which I think people wouldn't be so happy about me putting online. But here, I really love this page. I sometimes steal pages off other people with bullet journals. I like to copy people because I'm sad and I'm not actually that, what's that word called? I'm not actually that creative. So yeah, here is a grateful spread, and it just says I'm grateful, and it says all the things and people that I'm grateful for around there. I love how this looks out on a page, and those little circles took forever. I copied this off somebody. I can't specifically remember who I copied things from, but like shelf of books to read, and it has books to read, and it has my camera and some other things. And then I drew the books on the shelf, and I colour in the books when I've read them. So if you're wondering what books I read in 2016, then here are some of them. Index October. These are my October memories. Covered up birthdays. Yep, October is a busy month for birthdays. So yeah, I guess so. Sometimes I don't have enough days to fit on, like obviously there isn't 29 days in October, but I didn't have enough space to fit it on, so I just didn't. Here I have an autumn 2016 playlist. This is actually from Basically Abigail's Spotify. If you don't watch Basically Abigail on YouTube, you honestly should, and I'll link her in the description. So, and I was scared that she was going to delete this playlist off Spotify, so I copied it down, and under here is a really, really embarrassing drawing of the Spotify symbol, so that's why it's covered. Oh, love's gonna get you down. Say love, say love. Oh. This was the point when I started getting lazy with my bullet journal, so I didn't do much in the months, which I kind of understand because I was busy or I just didn't want to. So if I have slumps, then that's fine too. My November spread where we had rehearsals and mock exams all the way across here. Yeah, they're coming next week as well. So the day you watch this, I will have been in 3 exams. Please, like, pray for me. I have a December spread, which is all colourful for December. I didn't actually finish this because I wanted to do some drawings, but I never did. So yeah, I guess that was my bullet journal for 2016. Actually, a ton of pages left in this. I didn't want to carry it on because I wanted a new start for 2017, like a new book. I was going to use the same one, but it just didn't feel right. Let's look at the beginning of my 2017 bullet journal. So this is my bullet journal for the beginning of 2017. I only started this a few days ago, and yes, I know it's already the end of January, but instead of like planning in January, it's more I've been getting it ready, even though I should have done that in December last year, but I didn't. I've just been getting it ready for the new year and doing more spreads rather than planning. So yeah, I'm excited for February to actually plan. This just says hello 2017 in my writing, which took me about an hour. Yeah, it's not even that impressive, but oh well. Then I have some New Year's resolutions, which I did actually steal off an Instagram account. Stole this entire idea off somebody's Instagram account. I can't specifically remember who it was, but it was a Pretty Little Liars fan page. I then have a social tracker, so excuse my absolutely terrible drawings, but these down here, I'm going to cover this with paper because it's just, I put 2 extra columns by accident, but I'm going to eventually, like, I'll probably do that red, like a big red bar across the bottom, I don't know. It's just a social tracker, and at the end of every month I'll put in the amount of subscribers I have, the amount of friends I have on Snapchat, followers and Twitter followers or whatever. These 2, one's for Hate Sliv, Irrelevant Teens Snapchat, SU's Journey, and Dodie's Dreams. If you haven't got the Irrelevant Teens squad, oh my god, if you haven't got Irrelevant Teens on Snapchat, make sure to add our Snapchat. It is Irrelevant YT, so like Irrelevant YouTube, because Irrelevant Teens was already taken. I'm the only person running the Snapchat right now, but everybody will be running it soon, so you'll have behind the scenes footage of everybody's like filming and stuff. So yeah, that is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited for that, so make sure to add us for soon. Yeah. And then I have each month, and this isn't to big myself up about how many followers I've got on social media. This is just to keep track and see where my social media followers or anything dip, so that I know where to improve. And yeah, and this is the last page of what I've done this year. This year's bullet journal is much more like creative than my 2016 one, and I did mess up behind here, so like, oh well. But this is like books to read this year, and it is a bookshelf with some books I want to read this year. I've left spaces for some other books because I don't know what's going to come out this year, but I can always make another one of these, and I'm so excited to get reading these. I am so excited to read We Were Liars. If you watched my What I Got for Christmas on my main channel, then you will have known that I got that for Christmas, and I was so excited to read it, but I've not actually read it yet. So yeah, that is brill. And then I have TV shows to watch, and then yeah, I drew a TV because I'm so artistic. No, it's absolutely terrible. TV shows to watch this year, and it's just got, I just wanted to do it differently and do some coloured boxes and have the TV shows in colours, and then I'm colouring them when I've done. Yeah, I'm terrible at watching TV shows. These are all like Netflix shows. I'm like I'm not even mid. I'm 10 episodes into Once Upon a Time, thanks to Grace. So shout out to you, Grace. Go subscribe to Gracie Grew on YouTube. She got me into Once Upon a Time, even though I need to watch more of it. Yeah. And then Jane the Virgin, which is absolutely amazing, but there's like 3 seasons out, but only season 1's on Netflix, and I can't find season 2 and 3 anywhere else, so I'm really angry. But yeah, I have many more ideas, so if you want to see an updated 2017 bullet journal flip through in the future, make sure to let me know so that I can do that for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was probably long and boring. But yeah, I just thought I would put my little bullet journals out into the world, because I do work hard on them for only me to see, really, unless people at school want to see them, which they do sometimes, and I'm like, wow, that's got my personal life in, leave me alone. But here I am uploading it to the internet. If you were wondering, both of these notebooks were from HomeSense, so I don't know if you'll be able to get your hands on them, but they were £5 each. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a big thumbs up if you liked it, as I've worked hard to get this video up, because I'm filming it on Sunday, the day before it's posted, and I have exams, so technically I should be revising, but oh well, it's fine. I'm doing this for you guys, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye guys!